Welcome to the channel. Today I've gathered a few days of research. I've bought my first table saw. It ended up being the Skil 1340. We're going to unbox it and we're going to see if it's really as good as all the reviews say. So follow me. Quick disclaimer, I bought this product with my own money. I have not received any payment or the product from anyone. So just before we get started, some background info. I was looking for a table saw in the mid-range size budget, definitely not professional and not the cheapest ones. For me, the most important thing was the fence. When you set the fence, you want it accurate. So as I did my research, I found out that it's actually the Skil and the DeWalt table saw in this budget category that have an accurate fence, and that is due to the cogwheel movement of the fence, which assures that the fence is always aligned perfectly. So first off is the blade guard. We got secondly the miter gauge. This one has gotten some mixed reviews. We will check that out later. For pushing the wood, we got for exhaust and for the vacuum. For the blade guard, manual. Comes neatly packed. As you can see, we got the legs are secured, motor is secured as well. We got a handle straight there to pick it up. Push in the red button and the legs go up. Let's check how easy it is to get up. Comfortable with the handle, makes it really easy to move. It is lighter than I thought it would be, but ergonomics really easy. All right, let's get it fully assembled, see how long time it takes, and most importantly, how accurate it is. So the fence, which was for me the deal breaker, just attach it to the screws on both sides. Click it into place. Let's check the alignment. And we'll move the fence to 0. And let's have a look at this. As you can see, we got 0 here and the blade is fully aligned. So let's check the miter gauge. Slide it in. I mean, yeah, sure, it is a bit wobbly. So for fine adjustments to the fence, you get this knob. You need to attach it with a screw. Blade guard, we need to unscrew this one. Get this off. And we attach it down here. See what mechanism it uses. It's pretty easy, to be honest. Slide this one back in. The vacuum, I will be using the smaller one for my Kärcher, and this one is stored right here. So for the push rod, stored straight here. It is a bit tight fit, so it almost jams. We got the fence right here. Let's see. Let's get it down to 0. We got 0 right there. And we are perfectly aligned with the blade. So that's a 10 out of 10. Let's move this one. Let's get the fence to 200 millimeters. We will lock it straight here. Now it's locked. Machine isn't level, but we can adjust that with this leg straight here. And let's test out and see if we are 200 millimeters from the blade. And perfectly 200 millimeters right here. We got the same right here. So this is aligned on both sides. So the fence out of the factory is perfectly aligned. Let's check the blade. Same here, perfectly aligned. This you can, however, adjust underneath the table saw if you'd like to. I work in a small shop, thus this attached straight to the Kärcher vacuum, and it does. Perfect. One big plus, which I didn't really realize when I checked through all the reviews, is if you attach your vacuum to it, it basically doesn't create any mess at all. It is really, really nice to work with. If you have a small shop like me, that's a big, big plus. To increase and decrease the height, you use this knob. Slides easily, and you can adjust the angle. Got the blade up. We go straight here, and as you can see, we can adjust to 0 up to 45 degrees bevel. Let's see how far it goes. Straight up there. You can do some extra adjustment, +2 or -2 with these minor screws right there. Easily adjustable, even with one hand. The on and off switch, I would say for me it's perfect. I've heard some reviews, they think the on button is too small. On the other hand, that would be somewhat for me kind of a safety feature as well. Off switch right there, you just tap it and it goes off. And we also got a locking pin if you have small children or other people that are not really trusted around these kind of saws. So that's perfect. For me, the deal breaker was for sure the fence. I was looking at the different models to see if they are perfectly aligned. A lot of them are not. I saw the DeWalt had it, and then it's basically just this table saw. If you look at this budget, if you would compare this to the DeWalt, it's actually cheaper, but it has the same mechanism. And it goes straight here. You got the cogwheel type of adjustment, and this is what makes it actually aligned every single time. And that is again, for me, that was the deal breaker. We will lock it into place, and we will check stability, and honestly it's pretty good. You can also loosen this one up, tighten it here, and you get it level in this plane if you have a longer working piece, or you can just get it all out of the way. Skil says we got a 64 centimeters cutting capacity from width, and honestly it's just below 65. For the table fence, you got a meter here. You see the upper one is when you have it in the inner position right here, and then you got the outer position right here, which is the lower, the darker one. All right, so 15 millimeter plywood. Let's give it a shot. You can see the cut here. Very nice. So this should now be 58.5 millimeters. And it is. Perfect. All right, so let's try a 45-degree cut with the miter gauge. Not really 45 degrees. Is it because of wobble? I don't know, but it's not a big difference, but there is some difference for sure. All right, it's time to store it. Let's see how easy it goes. This, we will lock it in place. We will make sure the blade is down. And we will tilt the machine. Let's see if something falls off or it doesn't. There we go. We've got the legs, like so. And it is stored. So after unboxing and reviewing this, I would say I am positively impressed. It lived up to my expectations. I wanted a perfectly aligned table saw straight off the factory. The blade is aligned, the fence is aligned even after adjustments. Nice clean cuts, just some sandpaper over, you get a perfect finish. Of course, if you want, you can always upgrade the saw blade into something a bit better, but for me this is good enough, really. It's easy to move, it's really clean to work with. If you just attach your vacuum cleaner, it's very, very clean. In a small shop like mine, that's a huge bonus, and that's something I missed when I did my research. So the downsides of this saw, well, there's no zero clearance on it. You can upgrade that yourself, but it's not included. Miter gauge, it's a bit wobbly. I couldn't get those 45 degrees cuts. If it's because of the wobbliness, I'm not sure, but you would need to upgrade that. That's an issue as well. It's a bit loud. Perhaps you can't really complain about that when it's a table saw, but if it is a huge issue for you, keep that in mind. Also, there's no saw stop. If you want that feature, you need to go up a pretty big step in the budget. But otherwise, I would say that are the downsides. So what's the verdict? Should I recommend this table saw to you? Well, if you're like me, you're looking in this price category and you want a good table saw, definitely. I mean, what you get is a very low price and you get nice consistent cuts because the fence is always aligned. And you have a bigger cutting capacity than the DeWalt, and on top of that, a 3 years warranty. So for me, this is a strong buy. I would strongly recommend it. So that will be all for today. I hope you found this video useful. I hope it helped you gather some information to make up your mind regarding which table saw would be best for you. If it did, please hit the like button. Please hit subscribe. It will help me out a lot. And I hope to see you again in the future.